Call the meeting of the Ramsey County Commission to order. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I want to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Just a gentle reminder that the meetings are being broadcast live and archived on the county's YouTube channel. Recordings are unaltered and permanent, and I kindly request that all interactions be carried out with decorum, respect, and courtesy for all involved. First item on the agenda would be the approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Meeting minutes approved. Next item on the agenda would be the approval of the bills. A couple different sets of bills in the meeting packet. And there's a set of additional bills that were added. And the regular bills.
Move to approve.
We have a motion, we have a second to approve the bills as submitted. Roll call, please.
Volk,
Aye.
Gessner,
Aye.
Wilhelmy,
Aye.
Otis,
Aye. Motion carries. Bills are paid. Next item would be the financial reports. Candy, was there anything that you wanted to point out, or does anybody have anything they want to ask on the financials?
I've got to work on a few transfers.
Okay.
I move to approve. Second.
We have a motion, we have a second to approve the financials as presented. Further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Wilhelmy,
Aye.
Volk,
Aye.
Gessner,
Aye.
Otis,
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Financials are approved. Treasurer's checks. We have a list of treasurer's checks in the board's packets. But do you have any questions regarding those?
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second to go ahead with the treasurer's checks. Roll call, please.
Gessner,
Aye.
Volk,
Aye.
Wilhelmy,
Aye.
Otis,
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Treasurer's checks are approved. Any additions to the agenda?
I'll move to approve the agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the agenda as posted. Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda is approved. First item on the agenda would be the extension office. Lindsay Overmeyer is here. Welcome, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Have to push the
Little face in the front.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, thank you. Just a quick update from the Extension Office. It's been a busy summer. Ramsey County 4-H this year. We're starting our September 1st, our next 4-H year. It was a busy summer. We had our Lake Region Livestock Expo and Horse Show and Achievement Days. 473 exhibits advanced to the state fair from our local shows. our shotgun program wrapped up with a state match, and our shotgun team from last year represented North Dakota at the national competition here in June. And we actually have our air rifle team traveling to the national competition for next year. So our shooting sports remains strong and does really well at representing North Dakota at national competitions. For family community wellness update, this summer we hosted the Home Alone series. Are you ready for classes? Babysitting class with CPR certification, programmed with the North Dakota 4-H Adventure Camp, and also co-superintendent of the state clothing review. Sarah did quite a bit. She also has a upcoming food preservation class at the Hope Center, which is September 24th, and Nourish classes will continue through the fall. She is continuing the babysitting program. My first job classes will begin at the middle school with the 21st Century After School program. And as for me, been working with the land judgers, and they are kind of getting more familiar with land judging, with understanding soil textures and enjoying understanding the difference between cropland and rangeland. So there's expressed interest to also kind of look into the crops judging contest later on. Finally, we're beginning to plan for Lake Region Extension Roundup, which is January 8th and 9th of 2025, which will be held here at the Memorial Building as well as hopefully here in the courthouse. We do plan on utilizing the historical room and basement meeting room. And one of my questions is, are we able to open that south basement door for the public to access the historical room and basement as another means beyond just the elevator?
I think that's something that's been accommodated in the past, so I don't see any problems with it. We'll discuss that and make appropriate arrangements.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yes.
And that's all I have to report on today.
Thank you.
Any questions for Lindsay?
No.
Thank you so much for coming in this morning, Lindsay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Sean Ruud, Lake Region Training Center update. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, commissioners. Good morning, Chairman Frith. Just a quick update on the slow progress of the training center. We did finish the gutters, and we did get the drainage fit. We haven't had any water leakage since last year. We also had to completely gutted the inside of the building. It's all cleaned out. Our problem was running into getting an electrician. We've gone through 3 electricians. We finally got the 4th. That's going to start the project. He did say that he'll be started here in a couple months once we get another one done. We're hoping to get it started by winter. Once the electrician is done, we'll be able to start working on the project full time and hopefully have it done fairly quickly after that point. We did receive donations for the training equipment. We do have all brand new monitors, cardiac monitors, computer monitors, and TV monitors for the training center itself. So we received a generous donation for that. So that's where we are right now. I did have a budget, but it has to be sent out to the remainder of the board members, and just so they can approve it. We are trying to make as many cuts as we can possible. So, and if you would wish, I can send you the budget once it's the rest of the board has had a chance to look at it. We had a meeting planned and we had to cancel because of a few things that came up.
Was that the board for the training center?
The training center.
Okay, perfect. There's a few of them that you're involved with.
There's quite a few boards that I'm with, yes.
So, anybody have any questions for Sean?
No, that's good. Sounds more progress on.
Oh, and the bathrooms are finished. Both bathrooms are ADA compliant, and they're all we have to do is put some doors on them and finish the walls. Right now, it's a little difficult to go to the bathroom with the person next to you staring at you. So, but we've made a lot of progress. It's just slow waiting for an electrician. So, I appreciate the commission's patience with us. It's been slow and going. We wanted it done by last spring. So, thank you again, commissioners.
Yes, thank you. Any further questions for Mr. Ruud? Sean, appreciate you coming in this morning.
Thank
Mr. Gunderson. Right on time. Good morning.
It's just, I was just wondering, oh yeah, he shut your mic off. There you go. Near building improvements, the bathroom, like, so how much of that budget is for normal building maintenance, and then how much was the
That
building?
200,000 I put in.
Yeah.
I figured that for the bathrooms. I haven't done any what's it, estimates. So I'm just hoping that should cover it all.
Okay,
And anything that's left will, I'm just noticing where the windows here on the west side, they need to be recalked again. I mean, an entire thing. So if we got money left over, we'll just go for that or something else. We'll find it.
that was the only question I had. I just trying to get in my mind what you had for normal expenses and
Yeah.
what was.
No, this is above normal. That 200,000 is above normal
Okay.
expenses.
Okay. And that you got somewhere else in your budget then?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Roger, your plan's doing all 4 bathrooms?
No, I figured like just 2 on third.
Two on the third?
And depending upon what it costs, if we've got money for the others,
Sure.
go for it.
Yeah. Because the ones on the lower level could use ADA compliance as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
sometimes
They're still the original, yes.
Yep. So
I just
Okay.
figured third would see more use than the basement.
absolutely. So appreciate you getting that taken care of.
Okay.
Other questions for Roger?
All right.
Thank you so much for coming in. Mr. Fieldson. Welcome.
So first of all, excuse me, projects we have going. The thin lift overlay on Ramsey 3. The startup date keeps changing. Now it's supposed to start today. So I haven't heard that got changed. So it should be starting today. And they're predicting only 3 days, weather permitting, to get that done. So it should be done by the end of the week. Our gravel projects, Close did start graveling on Ramsey County 6. Got over half of it done last week. So he is now crushing in a pit for us. So that should start moving a lot faster. Any questions on those 2 projects?
No.
All right. Now we got 2 invoices from Close for the graveling he has done. One is for Ramsey County 4A, which was north of Highway 17, for $52,200, and the other is for some of the FEMA sites that he has completed so far for $20,250, for a total of the 2 of $72,450. So I'd like a motion to pay those bills.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to pay Klaus for the work that's been completed. Amount of $72,450. Further questions? Hearing none, roll call please.
Wilhelmie,
Aye.
Otis, Bulk,
Aye.
Gessner,
Aye.
Aye.
KLJ has also given us some invoices for the work they've done on 89th Avenue, which is a South Minnewacan project that they got through the Township Assistance Program. And that invoice from KLJ was $29,586.67. And they also did some work on the thin lift overlay, the getting ready for construction, and that total was $14,092.95 for a total of $43,679.62. So I'd like to entertain a motion to pay those 2 invoices.
Do we have a motion?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second to go ahead and pay KLJ for the works that's been completed. Total cost on the two invoices, $43,679.62. Further discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Gessner,
Aye.
Wilhelmie,
Aye.
Hodis,
Aye.
Bulk,
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Okay, we also got some cutting edges from Butler that cost $5,983.38. Hopefully this will make it through the rest of the fall. So I'd like to entertain a motion to pay Butler for the cutting edges.
So moved. Second.
We have motion and a second to pay Butler Equipment for the cutting edges, $5,983.38. Further discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Hodis. Wilhelmie.
Aye.
Gessner,
Aye.
Bulk,
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Gowan was delivering our chips for us for next year's chip seal project. They have got that completed now. And that invoice is $37,673.64. So I'd like to entertain a motion to pay Gowan for those chips.
So moved. Second.
We have motion and a second. I do have a question, Kevin. Is that for a project next year?
Correct.
Was that included in next year's budget?
No, we're a year ahead there.
Okay.
Yep.
And perfect. Any other questions for Kevin on the Gowan motion to pay for the chip seal? Hearing none, roll call please.
Gessner,
Aye.
Wilhelmie,
Aye.
Bulk,
Aye.
Hodis,
Aye, motion carries.
We got some culverts from TRnor Steel for the water board. They cost $7,861.58. We'll be billing those back to them, but the initial payment will come out of our budget. So I need a motion. Looking for a motion to pay TRnor Steel for those culverts.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second to pay TRnor Steel $7,861.58. Further discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Wilhelmie.
Aye.
Gessner,
Aye.
Bulk,
Aye.
Hodis,
Aye, motion carries.
The local roads convention for Region 8 is in Sioux Falls again this year. It's the same time as the October convention for the commissioners in Bismarck. Registration is $125 and the rooms are $397.63 for 3 nights. And I'd like to send Jason to the Sioux Falls convention, and then I'll be going to the Bismarck convention. And he would drive a county vehicle. So I would like to entertain a motion to allow that out-of-state travel.
So, second.
We have a motion and a second to allow for out-of-state travel for Mr. Kraft. Further discussion? Hearing none, roll call please. Probably just a standard vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
I need to order some road oil to fill our overhead tank in the yard. It's going to cost just under $9,900. And I guess I'd like to entertain a motion to pay or to have Husky Marketing and Supply deliver that oil.
How long does that stuff last for the year?
Some of the, there's like 10,000 gallons in that tank, and it just depends on how the season, rain, whatever goes, and how much crack sealing we get done. One tank would easily last a year, so we're probably ordering 4,000 gallons this time. That's what we used last year. that answer your question?
Yep.
Need a motion to go ahead
So moved.
order. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to order road oil from Husky Marketing and Supply. Further discussion?
Part of that is it's really hard to get oil in the spring, early in the spring, and that's when we do our crack sealing. So we want to have that barrel full going into spring.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I have one more thing to add. The new motor graders or anything with DEF fluid nowadays has a exhaust filter, and at 5,000 hours, we're supposed to change the exhaust filter on the motor graders. It's not cheap. It's like $7,000 with the labor and the filter. We've got one that's coming up now, and the one in Starkville will be coming up real shortly. So we'll be fixing the first one right away here pretty quick, and it's going to be about $7,000. So
Per unit.
per unit, crazy. If somebody was 10 years ago when we bought these things, they told me they had exhaust filters. That's what I said was what? Wow. But as part of the emission, DEF fluid, everybody gets to face this.
So you need a motion to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, to spend the money. Yes.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to go ahead and allow for the ordering and the replacement of the exhaust filters for the motor graders.
Jeff, I have one other thing. Do you have this budgeted, like for next year for the other ones? Because this is.
Yeah, it'll be 2 years, but I didn't have a budget to be honest this year. But I'll find the money because it's got to be done.
Yeah, that's why.
But yeah, I did not this year. But now that we're aware of what it costs, like the 3 of them will be up this year, and then 2 years from now, there'll be 3 more.
Just so we have the money, so we're not sitting.
Right.
Yeah, because what do we have? 6?
6. Yep.
So
Yeah.
works out to be a lot of money.
Yes.
So
And they're remanufactured muffler or filters, or not even new ones.
So do you get the same amount of time out of them then?
Yep. They're the reman ones, you mean?
Yeah.
Yep. We won't. They're good for 5,000 hours, and we bought 8,000 hours worth of warranty, so they'll likely be down the road before we get to the second one.
okay. Further discussion on the motion to allow for the exhaust filter replacements. Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
That's all I have, unless you have something for me.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Moving on to unfinished business, a contract with Remark Technologies. You have anything for that? Nothing from Mr. Cummings? We will, need to get on that. So I'll give Mr. Cummings a call after the meeting.
Remark, that's the,
The computer
Yeah.
technology.
right,
So we're just running a boat right now.
Basically, yeah. So. Yes. So that needs to get done and get done immediately. So, and on the other side of that, I don't know if Commissioner Volk wants to chime in here as the IT coordinator portfolio, but we did hire someone,
Yes, we hired
Michelle.
Michelle. Oswald.
Oswald, yes.
And
Uh,
she can start, I believe it's the middle of September.
Yep.
But she wanted to make sure that she had everything taken care of at her other job because they just started school, which we thought that was more than fair.
So
I think Candy has spoke with her a few times, setting up accounts and stuff.
yeah. So hopefully she'll hit the ground running middle of September. We had two very good candidates that we interviewed, and we decided on Michelle for that position and look forward to her starting the 15th, I think, or 16th of September. Is it be the Monday first or the yep. So
It'll be a good addition.
yep. So and we'll continue with Mr. Mo as a GIS until Michelle gets up and acclimated with that whole system.
And I will be ordering her a laptop today.
Okay.
She must have got back to you then.
Yeah.
You need approval to do that, or is that under the?
It's under the 2000.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. Nothing else under unfinished business. New business discussion on Blue Cross Blue Shield for 2025. So, if we recall, we had a presentation from Blue Cross Blue Shield. They gave us some different numbers as far as changing policies regarding Blue Cross and Blue Shield. We put it out to the county departments and their employees to get some input from the employees. Because just to be clear for the public, commissioners, we don't receive the insurance. So it's for employees only, and so it's for their benefit. Both of them cost the same, correct?
Yes.
Yep. So it won't be any change for cost-wise, just change with the different benefits that are provided to the employees. And based on what I saw from employees and what I've heard from conversations is that they're happy with what we have to maintain status quo. Isn't that what everybody else kind of heard?
That was my assumption talking to individuals, but
I think we received a few emails right away initially when that went out and haven't heard anything since. So, Candy, have you heard anything from employees?
Mm-mm.
I looked at both of the policies. I mean, they're really close. There's a few things that you get extra, but and you take it on the other side.
Right.
I
Kevin,
think both plans are going to be good.
Okay. Well, it's a good policy, and if it helps retain employees, by all means, let's hang on to it. So we need a motion for that.
To keep what we have.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we keep what we have.
Okay.
As far as Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I'll second that.
We have a motion. We have a second to go ahead and stay with the current policy of Blue Cross Blue Shield for 2025. Further discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Discussion on the sale of county property. So this is something that Daniel had worked up and forwarded to us at right before last month or last meeting. And looking this over, it's a small tract of land up by Webster, west of Webster, that is right on a access to a farmstead. And was deeded to the county way back when for the purpose of I think, access and easement for maintenance on a drain, the Webster drain through there, coming out of Morrison Lake. And talking with attorneys and everybody that the easement to access that property will stay with the deed. So the county water board wouldn't have any necessary need to have ownership of that. They'll always have access or an easement to that property. And you want me to drive? You got it? Okay. And it's a very small parcel. It was, I don't know if it was gifted to the county for $1 or transferred. And I think that would be my recommendation to the board. It'd be just to transfer that deed to the current landowner for $1. And it's that little parcel right there.
So what do they want to put a driveway in there or what do they want?
Well, they're already in the driveway. They want to, I think the landowner is looking to sell that farmstead. And in order to make things clear with access to that farmstead, it would be cleaner for that driveway, the portion that we own, would be cleaner for the landowner. You can see right on the edge of the,
I know exactly where it's
yeah.
at.
So,
And the easement stays with it, you said.
and the easement stays with the access easement to maintain the drain would stay with the deed. Regardless of who owns it, there's always going to be an access easement on that.
I make a motion to follow State's Attorney Howe's recommendation.
Okay.
Second that.
Motion and a second. Would that be just sell for $1 then?
Yeah.
Okay. To follow Assistant State's Attorney Hall's recommendation of deeding that property over for $1.
And they're gonna pay for the deed, right?
They'll pay for the deed. I think that would be only fair. According to that. Further discussion on the motion? Hearing none,
I need a
roll
second.
call on that, or
I second.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I don't think we'll do roll call.
Yeah, that'd be okay. Wilhelmie.
Aye.
Hodis. Hodis.
Did we mute him? He could be. Yeah.
Bulk.
Aye.
Gessner.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Visitors and delegations. Crickets. I don't know if I know the water board has a room full of people over there, so I don't know if we want to disrupt their proceedings over there. Coming up the 17th would be our budget hearing. And I don't know if there's any additional cuts we'd like to take a look at before we have our final budget approval in October. But we'll have a public hearing. Is it 6 o'clock on the 17th? 6 o'clock on the 17th, we'll have a public hearing for our 2025 budget. I think there's some minor cuts that still can be made. I like Commissioner Gessner's idea of holding the commission pay rate at the same level that we're currently at. I think it's not a lot of dollars, but it maybe speak volume to the money that we're trying to save. Unless anybody else has any thoughts on that. And then I think there's some other minor tweaks that we can make. I don't think it's going to amount to a lot of dollars, but I do think every little penny will count. So, public hearing on the 17th. portfolio announcements, anything that anybody has. I know it's the first of the month, and but anything from the last half of August that anybody wants to. Mr. Volk.
Public health looking for a couple of nurses. Other than that, the lake access, they're going to open or put out for bids for the winter stuff.
Yep.
And then I guess we got to decide on the budget for LEC.
We have to decide on the budget for LEC. There's some changes there that.
Thanks, Kevin, for taking care of that road out there. You guys put some gravel in some holes and stuff. I appreciate that. Got the back. People seem happy about that so far. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Commissioner Wilhelmy.
I have nothing.
Commissioner Gessner.
They've started putting up the framework for the fair building. If it really, once you see the iron up, it really makes, you don't visualize what 150 by 250 looks like until you see the iron up. So making good progress now that it stopped raining.
Hey, it's a big building, and it's going to be a great addition to our community. Can't wait for the excitement to build.
They still been getting good donations.
They're working on it. They're pretty constant.
Did they ever get that other grant to go through? Or I know they had to rewrite one.
The Bremer grant we are no longer qualified for. They changed some stipulations there. I think that's what Elvina told us. So they're still beating the bush for different grants. And
Yeah, they about the steak things.
yeah, we got steak fry on the 21st of September, 5:30 to dawn, I believe it is.
5:30. Seen the tickets came in. But
yeah.
Hopefully everybody can get out there and check it out. Just check the progress anyway.
Yeah.
Agree with that.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry. Zoned out.
That's okay. Commissioner Otis, do you have anything for us?
Jeez.
Okay. My end, I guess we have a few different things going on. The airport will be doing a grand open ribbon cutting. It's kind of going to be it's not going to be a business after hours. It's going to be a business in the middle of the afternoon. Ribbon cutting open house, just to accommodate flights. We have a 5 o'clock or a 5:30 flight that comes in, and with TSA screening and all the security that's involved with passengers and things like that, opening up the airport to outside visitors probably wouldn't be the best thing at that particular time. But I think during the daytime hours of, I think it's October 1st is when they're planning that, is for the ribbon cutting of the new airport terminal. It looks fantastic. If you haven't had an opportunity to go out there or utilize that facility, it's a great new addition to our community. I think it ended up somewhere in that neighborhood of $13 million expansion to that terminal project, and it really looks fantastic. And they continue to set record numbers of boardings month in, month out. So haven't seen the month or the final numbers for August, but I'm sure that's going to be, our projections that we received early on were really good, set a record for August as well. So continue to meet and exceed those expectations out there. I think they beat last year's July record by 18 passengers. So, but still an incredible amount of passengers utilizing our airport, which is fantastic to see. LEC, the Law Enforcement Center, that's going to be a big deal, big task. Looking forward to that budget and then moving forward to looking at an additional facility out there, whether we build new or remodel. I think the cost estimates that we have for either of them are big numbers. I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense to build or remodel the existing facility and spending multiple millions of dollars on a facility that will still be not meet federal or state prison standards. So I'm not sure if that makes a lot of economical sense, but we have a firm that's been working with the building committee out at the law enforcement center, and stay tuned. We'll start having some public informational meetings and getting the word out on that, and getting the public well informed on any further expansions of the law enforcement center. And in the water world, it's plenty of complaints across the hall. This wet year has gotten everybody concerned, not only what's going on in the road ditches and the waterways, that seems to be some areas of the water that just doesn't want to move, and you need to try to figure out some reasons why, whether it be cattails or other sedimentation that's preventing some of those flows. But if we continue to receive rain like we have over the past 5 months, next spring is going to be a very interesting spring. Usually when we see these rain amounts, yearly precipitation amounts above that 20-inch mark, and we have the following year is spring flooding. And so far we've received at my place about 22 inches since middle of April. And and we still have 4 months to go of the 2024. Everybody's wet, and the upper basin is full. Soils are saturated. Where the crops are coming off, I think they look really good though. Yields have been fantastic. Hopefully they stay that way. I have no further announcements. I think our Meet the Counties went well. I think registrations are open for the Association of Counties Conference, and that is what, the 21st, 22nd, or 20th, 21st, 22nd. Starts Sunday, goes through Tuesday afternoon of the third week in October. So they've kind of switched things up a little bit. Going to make things difficult for our auditors and election officials to attend. I think Candy's going to have her plate full at that particular time. Is that public? Can we announce that? County of Excellence? Or that?
Oh, sure.
Or keep that under wraps yet? So I don't know if everybody saw that email about Excellent in County Government Award is presented every year to people. The Association of Counties takes those nominations from counties across the state for excellent in county government for employees. Mr. Gunderson has been nominated and accepted as a excellent in county government for everything that Roger does, going above and beyond and keeping this building and these grounds as spick and span as he has for just about 40 years. So they're going to recognize Roger down at the state conference in receiving that award. That's usually a pretty big deal. Kevin's been a part of the NDACO board of directors for a number of years, and he was a part of handing some of those awards out. And maybe you can mention a little bit about that process.
Yeah, it's, there's 4 or 5 that they give out county. Yeah, there's 4 or 5 of those awards that they give out for county employees, county commissioners. So yeah, it's quite an honor to get recognized or selected as and to get chosen is even better yet.
Yeah. So being nominated is one thing, being chosen is a completely different ballgame, and certainly shows the excellence that we have with our county employees here in Ramsey County. So want to certainly salute Mr. Gunderson and recognize that award. And further news releases will come out as that award comes to fruition, and Roger gets recognized at the conference.
Right.
So, thank you. With that, I have nothing else. Pretty short meeting. Anybody else have anything else they want to bring up? With that, meeting adjourned.